Hi Pisces, this is a general reading for the new month of May, the year 2020. And this is True Prediction T, and I am Beverly D. So Pisces, you've been on a journey. And so we're going to see where you at on your journey here. So let's see what's going on for this month of May for a lot of you Pisces that I see that's here. Okay, Pisces, let's see what's going on. Okay. All right, Pisces. Okay. So, for one thing, I see here, Pisces, that you've been like really, really serious. I'm talking about serious as far as what do you really want to do? What's going on in your life? What changes you want to make in your life? And I feel like that there's some changes you've been wanting to make as far as business, career here, but you've been putting it off and putting it off. And so now you are, I don't want to say forced, but because of circumstances, now you are going to be making the changes that you want to make. I feel like you ain't want to leave. I feel like that you was in your comfort zone. I feel like that you just wanted to just stay in your comfort zone and let things go as it was going. But this major shift have came about. So this major change has come about. And now you have to decide what you need to do. And so it's kind of like a storm coming up, came up all of a sudden. And, you know, things were dry, but it's like, now you in this water kind of vibration here. But the good thing about it, Pisces, is you know how to swim. You're a water. You can handle water however it comes. And I'm seeing here that there's some major endings that's going on. I feel like people around you is not going to be around you. I feel that you're making decisions that you have been putting off and putting off. And so now you are, and these decisions are dealing with ending certain things here. So this is the time now, because you kind of had been at the crossroads. It's like, okay, which way do I go? I'm kind of like, I don't want to say confused. You just didn't want to make certain decisions. You were putting it off and putting it off until now you can't put it off anymore. So I'm seeing here that you making decisions. I feel like decisions is dealing with a lot of endings. So you could be closing things. You could be ending relationships, partnerships. These are things that's been in the makings for a while, but now it's the time that you're going to make decisions. I feel like that you're going to come out on top, whatever decision that you make here. I feel financially, it's been like a battle when it comes to finances, but I see you coming out pretty good with the finances energy. It's also been here where it feels like that some of you Pisces has been feeling like that you were stuck, or you were in, it's like a prison kind of vibration, but it's like this was your prison, your making of the prison. So this was more of an emotional, mental prison for some of you. Yeah, this emotional prison for some of you Pisces. And so this is the time where you are being forced to make a decision. And again, this is part of your decision. This is emotionally, financially, all of this is coming together at the same time here. So the disappointment, the disagreement that was going on, that was delaying you from the decisions that you wanted to make, now it's like, okay, I'm making these decisions and I'm sticking with it. I have confidence in the decisions that I'm making here. That's what's going on, Pisces. You're confident, and this is why you were delaying a lot of things because of the confidence. You wasn't really sure as far as the decisions that you were making here, but there's opportunity that I see that's here, and I feel like that this is multiple opportunity that is here for a lot of you Pisces here. So what you had lost, you are able to gain. You are able to get it back. What you was strong in and you felt like that you didn't have the strength there anymore, you are able to turn that around. It's like now you still got your fortunes. Now it's like you made fortunes once, twice. You can continue to make fortune. Your fortune is just not a one-time fortune. You can continue with that. So that fear of losing fortunes, not making your fortunes, the fear of losing things, and now you're starting to see, Pisces, that fear was unnecessary, because now you're starting to see who you are. This is straight up victory energy. It's like the attacks, the changes that was going on, the delays that was going on here, and you came out of that. That's what this is talking about. You were under attack and you came out of that attack. You took control of that situation here. This is like on solid ground. It's like you got everything. You came out of it with everything. Things that you thought that you was not going to be able to accomplish or keep, you are able to accomplish. You came out on top. You know, and what you were fearing that was holding you back, now you was in a position that you had to make a decision. Major opportunity. So because you made your decision, because you didn't let fear hold you back, major opportunity. An opportunity been sitting there waiting on a lot of you Pisces. It's like, what took you so long? So your major opportunity is here, and I'm talking about opportunity across the board. This is like financial opportunity, satisfaction. It's just dealing with a lot of things, not just opportunity in one thing. This is major opportunity that's there. So Pisces, your opportunity is just, it's been there. It was you. You was the one that wasn't making the moves. You was the one that didn't want to. You wanted to stay in your comfort zone. And now you realize that your comfort zone wasn't as comfortable as you thought it was. And now that you've made decisions, now that you've made changes here, you're like, wow, this is what I've been looking for. This is what that I needed. So you are not in that fear position. You are not in that delay position. This is a take charge energy, Pisces. You taking charge here. You have defeated whatever personal, professional opposition that was there. You defeated that, because a lot of your opposition was coming from you. And so you already had the victory. Like I say, the victory had been sitting there waiting on you. It was always there. And so now you showed up. Now you made the changes, and victory is like, I've been here all the time. I've been waiting on you. So you get it now. This here is like fortune. You think, some of you Pisces still like, oh, been there, done that. I got the fortunes. I got the wealth. I got the accomplishment. But that's not it. There's more to it. That's only part of it. And so now I feel like that some of you Pisces is like, okay, let me go all the way. Because some of you was ready to just, settle. And so now you're saying, okay, I'm not going to settle. I'm going to go all the way. Energy that's there. And so you take a situation, you able to change things, you able to bend things in the direction that you want it to go. That's being in charge here, not just sitting there and letting and accepting things here. This is taking control here, and that's what a lot of you Pisces is doing. You came out of that I'm okay kind of energy that I see that's there. This is the energy of change. This is dealing with change here. Look at opportunity just right there. All it takes is for you to get up and go through that door of opportunity. And that's what you're doing here. And because you are going through the door of opportunity, this is like total accomplishment. You are able to get everything. You think that you see, your whole fear, Pisces, was that you was going to lose out. How could you even think that? You didn't see the opportunity. You didn't see how powerful that you are. And so now you're starting to see it. I also see here too that this is dealing with home, personal situation. You putting things in order. You getting order there. And the order starts with you, Pisces. So a lot of you Pisces had to work with you, and now you seeing that now you're able to work with your environment. Now you're able to work, you're starting to see the results that you want. So this is total victory. This is you. You are the magic wand. You the one that has the magic. You the one that changed things, rearranged things. This is you, Pisces, and you're getting it now because you don't have that fear, because you don't have that. It's not a laziness. It was more of a comfort. You like, okay, it's time for me to settle down. And yeah, it's time for you to settle down, but not the way you thought that you wanted. That you thought, well, you just go and you just satisfied with what you have. But it's more to it. You still have more left. And so I feel like that you realize that now. So this is an energy here where you accomplish what you want. You getting what you want. You going to where you need to go to. You doing what you need to do without fear. And you're not looking back. It's, the attack is like you thinking someone is going to come up and attack you, but you're not going to be attacked here. This is like working smarter and not so hard. A lot of you Pisces have put a lot of hard work in your success, but now that energy is different. Now it's more so that you don't have to put a lot of physical work into it. You're going to accomplish way more than what you accomplished physically. You're going to do it more mental and spiritual energy here. You're making moves. The moves that you're making here are the right move. No obstacles. Things is like really going to manifest the way you want it to. You were kind of hesitant because you didn't know what was going to be where you get to where you was going to. You didn't know what was going to be there. But now it's almost that you see already what was there. You was already to see. It's kind of like when you go and looking for a place to like you're going to move to another state, another country, and you go and look at videos of where you move into or the place you move into. So it's not going to be no surprise. You already know how everything is. You already know. So you're making the right decisions. You got everything it takes. You're not lacking nothing, Pisces. You got everything. And also some of you Pisces, how they say you laying all your cards on the table, and that's what you're doing. You're being truthful, honest with yourself. You looking at the situation. You seeing here that you are in a better position than what you realize. You seeing here that you got the knowledge to accomplish whatever it is that you need and want to accomplish, Pisces. So you are not operating out of fear. You are going for what you need to go for. I feel like you the king, you the queen, you got the crown here, and you are recognizing your powers here. You recognizing it. You're not running from it. Because some of you is like, no, I don't want to be the king. I don't want to be the queen. I just leave me and I just want to be sitting over here by myself. And it's like, no, this is not how it's supposed to be. If you're a king, you're a king. If you're a queen, you're a queen, and accept that. This is an energy here where I feel that some of you Pisces dealing on a personal level. Some of you relationships are going to like really connect. Some of you relationships are not going to connect. So it depends on what decisions you have made, because you have made some decisions now, Pisces, about every part of your life. So Some of you, like I say, things are going to go good. Some of you not. Some of you in relationships are not going to go where you're going, and some of you are. But what I'm picking up here, that a lot of you were making decisions here. You didn't want to talk about it. You was keeping things to yourself. You wasn't really listening. Now you like, okay, let's talk about this. You bringing things out to the open. You're not hiding things anymore. So because you're not hiding things, now you're sharing what you have been thinking about, what you want to do. Now you can get things done. And a lot of your fears, Pisces, was dealing with finances here, and especially with a relationship. So some of you wanted to make some changes, but the changes were because it was a financial. If you know how they say it's cheaper to keep her, and so some of you were dealing with issues like that. I'm also seeing here too that some of you Pisces have been flirting with someone, and I feel like that you're going to take it to the next level with that flirting energy. It's also saying here some of you had some trust issues. Now trusting people being dishonest. Now you see things now. Now you talking, you speaking up now. And so you are able to see who you can trust and who you can't trust. I also see here too that I feel like some of you Pisces are going to be cutting off some kind of engagement. Some of you could have been engaged, and now because you see things that you didn't see before, you're not holding it in. You're just being honest. You're just going to lay all your cards on the table here. So some of you I feel like could be breaking off engagements energy. I also see that some of you Pisces here, you're going to go with what your gut feeling is telling you. And so if your gut feeling is leading you to a certain person, certain direction, that's where you're going. If your gut feeling is telling you to work with what you got, that's what you're going to do. So I feel some form of celebration that's going to be going on, and this celebration is going to be dealing here with the decisions that you're going to be making, Pisces. And really the decisions have already been made. And so I just see here where you're making moves now. You're not holding back here. And I just feel like that the moves that you're making are the correct moves here for you. So this is moves, Pisces. You're making the right moves here. And I feel like some of you Pisces, because I keep getting the relationship cards popping up. What's that behind there? Some of you Pisces here are going to be getting out of a relationship. Some of you Pisces felt like you were stuck. And so now it's like you the one had to unstuck yourself. Couldn't nobody come and untie you. You had to so some of you, when it's talking about untying the knot, that means some of you are going to be getting a divorce. Some of you are going to be leaving certain situations. But it's like a duality going on. Some of you are going to be going into a relationship. So it's like ending one and beginning another almost at the same time. Energy that is there. So Pisces, you got a lot going on here. Like I said, you've been on a journey for a while, but it's kind of been like you've been at a standstill. You didn't want to make certain decisions. Now you are being, I don't want to say forced, it's just circumstances that came up now that you have to make certain decisions, and that's what I see you doing, Pisces. So enjoy your decisions that you make. Stand on your decisions, Pisces.